Dave Adventures with Wes and Jeff, and we are at Arches National Park here in the state of Utah. Arches National Park is located in the southeastern part of Utah, 230 miles southeast of Salt Lake City, 110 miles southwest of Grand Junction, and just 5 miles north of the town of Moab, Utah. Arches National Park protects extraordinary examples of geologic features, including natural bridges, windows, spires, balanced rocks, and more than 2,000 rock arches. The park was first established as a national monument in April of 1929 and then re-designated as a national park in November of 1971. The park consists of 76,680 acres, which is almost 120 square miles. The park receives about 1.5 million visitors per year. This park is open all year, with the majority of the visitors coming to the park between the months of April through the end of October. Because of the popularity of those months, a timed entry reservation system is in place and required to visit the park between April 1st through October 31st between the hours of 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. First of all, I'll take you through the visitor center. It's a very nice visitor center, not too large, but it's right here at the entrance of the park. So I just wanted to show you that. There's lots of interesting things to do at Arches National Park and the nearby Colorado Plateau attractions. This is canyon country where fun activities include hiking, climbing, and canyoneering. Canyoneering is navigating sandstone canyons using ropes, harnesses, and technical descents, featuring rappels, down climbs, navigating narrow passages, and potentially swimming in potholes. A free permit is required for canyoneering. The wildlife at Arches National Park include mammals like the bighorn sheep, mule deer, coyotes, desert cottontails, kangaroo rats, porcupines, and rare sightings of mountain lions and black bears. Reptiles like lizards and snakes, and a variety of birds such as the hawks, eagles, falcons make this their home. Has different little columns with some of the animals that you might see here at Arches National Park. Of course, you have your restrooms. And the great time is summertime here, and it's open until 6 p.m. and it opens at 7 a.m. This is the entry. There's the gift shop over there with lots of stuff you can buy. And bookstore. They have a movie going every 15 minutes. This is Arches. This is the actual landscape, the sandstone, and the arches that you can visit. These rangers are very helpful with mapping out your course for your day, your hike, whatever you would like to see. And this tells all about the arches. And they have a makeshift arch here in the visitor center with the backdrop, which that's an actual window, and there's cars going up the hill into the park. And then it tells about the history of the 3 million years it took for these arches to be formed, and the type of minerals, sandstone, and the different types of minerals that it takes in order to make the arch. Features and formations. Love that picture glass window there. And some of the critters you might find here at Arches National Park. Just out that window, some nice blue skies today. Some mountain lions and bighorn sheep and deer and a little mouse, desert mouse, and some creatures that only come at night, the nocturnal ones. And poop, talking about poop. And some of the early peoples, the Native Americans that lived in this area, as well as some of the explorers and some of the petroglyphs and things that you can find here on some of the back trails. And when it was established way back as a national monument back in the early 1900s. Excuse me. And then it became a national park much later in time. But this is the visitor center, very nice one. So stick with me on my video and I'm going to show you some really cool arches. We're going to see some balanced rocks, we're going to see some arches, and we're going to explore this park with you today. One of the best ways to explore Arches National Park is driving along its iconic 18-mile one-way or 36-mile round-trip drive known as the Arches Scenic Drive. Along the drive are many pullouts, overlooks, and trailheads featuring sandstone rock walls, pillars, balanced rocks, and arches. As you leave the Arches Visitor Center and drive into the park, you immediately begin climbing the scenic road, navigating several switchbacks. These towering sandstone cliffs resemble skyscrapers, giving this area its name and setting the tone for this park. These massive sandstone monoliths resemble huge courthouse buildings. The first area you come to is called Park Avenue and Courthouse Towers, with a viewpoint and a trailhead. It's 2.4 miles into the Arches Scenic Drive. You enter a section of the park with the LaSalle Mountains off in the distance with their snow-capped peaks. The drive meanders through the tall, iconic, massive red sandstone monoliths towering roughly 600 feet over the desert landscape that is reminiscent of the tall buildings on Park Avenue of New York City. The Organ, Tower of Babel, Three Gossips, and the Sheeprock, they are all named for their shapes and carved from the Jurassic Entrada sandstone by millions of years of erosion. Off the scenic drive is the Petrified Dunes viewpoint, which showcases a sea of ancient petrified sand dunes that once covered an area larger than the Sahara Desert in Africa today. This vast area was once covered by extensive sand dunes formed some 200 million years ago by winds from the northwest that carried tons of fine-grained sand into the area, creating an immense desert. Over time, the sand drifts were covered by other layers of sediment, compressed and cemented by quartz and calcite into Navajo sandstone. Erosion has since washed away the overlying layers, exposing these petrified dunes. And we are at Balanced Rock. We're going to take a short little hike. Let me read to you what it has to say. It's kind of cool about this Balanced Rock that's 3,600 tons sitting up there just balancing itself. Forces of erosion are sculpting more than just arches. The Balanced Rock clearly shows the various layers of responsible for this amazing defiance of gravity. Let's see, there we go. The chip rock of the hard slick rock member of the sandstone is perched upon the pedestal of mudstone. This softer dewy bridge member of the Carmel Formation weathers more quickly than the resistant rock above. Eventually, the faster eroding dewy bridge will cause the collapse of the Balanced Rock. This rock is 128 feet tall. The boulder height is 55 feet tall, and it weighs approximately, that boulder up on top weighs approximately 35 to 3,600 tons. So they let you walk under it. That's pretty cool. Chip off the old block was a steady companion to Balanced Rock until it toppled during the winter of 1975-1976. Chip off the old block was a second and smaller Balanced Rock in the shadows of this Balanced Rock. Balanced Rock, you can actually hike from the parking lot up to the base of the rock, so you can get a better view of it. And there's some pinnacles up just close by as well, with this big rock right beside it. At the Fiery Furnace Viewpoint Trail. It's only 500 feet down to the viewpoint, but if you want to go into the Fiery Furnace, which is really a narrow slot canyon, you have to have a permit from the rangers here at the National Park. But it's off down this trail here that goes down, and I'm going to take you down there so we can take a look at the viewpoint. It's amazing scenery. Sand Dune Arch Trail here at Arches National Park, and I'm going to do that one as well as the Broken Arch, and then over to the Tapestry Arch, and then the Skyline Arch. So it's a nice little hike through to see 4 different arches. The Sand Dune Arch looks like this, and I have some water, and this is my route. So I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna walk over to Sand Dune Arch, then I'm gonna go up to Broken Arch, Tapestry Arch, Skyline Arch, and then Jeff's gonna pick me back up. So just gonna do this nice little, the length of the Sand Dune Arch is 0.4 of a mile round trip, so it's only 0.2. And then the Broken Arch, which you can actually see from a distance here. I'm gonna zoom in. It's not really broken. It really looks like an arch. There it is right there from a distance across. But that particular one is 1.1 miles. So, and then to loop back around to the Skyline Arch, it will take me an additional 0.5. To get up over to the Sand Dune Arch, you have to go through this little bitty slot canyon. Hi girls, how are you? Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Cool. Is the arch back here?
Yeah, it is. It's not.
Okay, cool. Thank you. This crushed sand is fun to walk on. Sand Dune Arch gets its name from being nestled within these parallel sandstone fens in the soft, deep piles of sand that accumulate at its base in the narrow canyon leading to it. made it to Broken Arch, and that's it. It's not really broken. They're in the middle. They say it's broken, but it sure looks like it's together. But I'm glad I made it out here. It's a beautiful hike out, and continuing on. As you climb up to the Broken Arch, you have to climb up on the base of it in order to continue through the trail. That's kind of cool. Kind of fun. And so you make it to the other side and you can continue on your way. Fun. So as you're hiking through Broken Arch, you just continue on your way, and trail leads through the middle of it, and it continues on. There it is. I made it to Tapestry Arch. There it is behind me. Nice. Fun. Kind of a challenging climb, but it was really fun. So this is the arch behind me here. That's Tapestry Arch. And there's some others that are forming right beside it, which are kind of cool. You can see how it's kind of forming in the middle of it. But this one has worked it, and that one right beside it, it's worked its way all the way through, and it makes kind of like a window. So, yeah. And an arch, of course. Pretty cool. And that's the view from up here once you climb up. That's the view. I'm the only one here. There were a few people here right before I got here. They finished. There it is, Skyline Arch, on my way up to it. So climbing up to Skyline Arch. It's just above the campground that they have here. They only have one campground. It's called Devil's Campground. And people are really friendly when you walk through it in order to get over here to Skyline Arch. But once you've gone through the campground, and you start to ascend, make sure to veer to the left. Once you start veering to the left, then it'll be a lot easier. And so, make my way up to Skyline Arch. Beautiful with the sky today, it is, the way that it is. Cool, cool, cool. Loving it. Neat picture. Skyline Arch. Gonna make my way on up the scramble so I get to the top of it. See what's on the other side. This is the rock scramble to get up to the base of the arch. What was this? I'm sitting at the base of the arch. So cool. You can look all the way over the arch. The sun's it's kind of steep on this side, and then you can look out this way. You see the cars way off in the distance, way down there. All right, I gotta find Jeff. But, yeah, this is the arch. Cool. Wish I had a picture of me. That's the amphitheater over there for the campground. See how they have it up against the flat screen up against the boulder, and they have this in the background. Cool. At the Skyline Arch Trail, and that's the Skyline Arch right behind me. I went all the way around a different way. It's so much easier to access it right here from the parking lot. It's only 0.4, so keep that in mind if you're gonna go to the Skyline Arch. I call this Devil's Garden. And there's a nice trailhead. It goes back to some more arches. Tunnel arch, landscape arch, a bunch of other arches. We're going to take this one next. Hi there, and I am at Devil's Garden Trail. I'm going to do 3 more arches. The first one is going to be Tunnel Arch. The second one is gonna be Pine Tree Arch, and the third one is gonna be Landscape Arch. I'm gonna try and get those done today. This is the trailhead map, and Jeff is gonna go with me on this one, so that'll be fun. How did these walls form? At one time, these giant walls of rock were once a flat layer of sandstone. Forces deep underground caused the rocks to bulge upward and crack in a series of parallel lines. Rainwater seeped into these cracks, dissolving the minerals that bound the stone together. These cracks grew deeper and wider, eventually creating these walls called fins. These fins sometimes become arches. So starting off at the Devil's Garden trailhead. It's pretty level, and it goes through these pinnacles, tall rocks. And here's Jeff up ahead with some other folks. Goes through this narrow column here. I have to laugh because this looks like a runaway truck ramp here. You know how you have them on the freeway, and walls just go straight up. But pretty heavily trafficked trail, but easy and nice and wide and fairly flat. There's Jeff. I can see him. Taking it all in. Cool. On the trail here. I made it here to the first one here on the Devil's Garden Trail, and it's the Tunnel Arch. It's pretty cool. It's only 0.4 from the parking lot. Not too bad. Measuring in and a whopping 306 feet long, Landscape Arch is the longest arch in Arches National Park and one of the largest in the world. Back on the afternoon of September 1st, 1991, park visitors were standing underneath this arch when they heard popping and cracking noises coming from the arch above. A 73-foot slab of the rock measuring 60 feet by 8 feet by 5 feet fell from the underside center section. When the dust settled, with the weight of 180 tons, this section thankfully did not injure any of the park guests, but they felt the earth shake under their feet. Park closed the access to walk underneath this arch, and viewing is now from a distance. Devil's Garden Trail continues past Landscape Arch and climbs steeply over sandstone slabs and becomes much more challenging as part of the Devil's Garden Primitive Loop Trail. This 7.9-mile trail is considered strenuous into the northern portion of Devil's Garden and requires the hiker to traverse a number of slick rock sections that include rock scrambling, steep climbs and slopes with narrow drop-offs. We are at the Upper Delicate Arch Trail. It's 0.5 and has a great view of the Delicate Arch. Although you can't hike all the way from here to it, these trails do provide excellent views of most famous arch in the park, which is the Delicate Arch. And that's a picture of it right there. And it's also the one that's on the Utah State license plate. At the lower viewpoint, it's 200 feet. Upper, it's 1 mile round trip, and it's just a viewing point though, actually, to it. So we will give that a shot. So this is a really nice trail, nice and wide, and there's just a viewing point right over here, off in the distance. What's that? Cool. Let's take a look at it. Oh yeah, that's the one that's on the Utah state license plate.
I know, it's the one on the posters, and it's the big famous one.
We're gonna zoom in. People like to take the sunset pictures through that arch. And it just happens to be kind of towards sunset here at Arches National Park. So that's the Delicate Arch there. It's become a powerful and lasting symbol. It's a symbol of Arches National Park and the city of Moab. You'll also find it serving as an icon for the state of Utah, the America West, and sometimes the entire National Park Service. The arch is unique, rugged, and somehow manages to accomplish what seems impossible. Nestled in a remote corner of the park near the iconic Delicate Arch trailhead is this small preserved homestead built in the late 1800s by John Wesley Wolfe, a Civil War veteran who settled here with his son. Today, the weathered log cabin, a root cellar, and surrounding structures are a glimpse into the past pioneer life and a testament to the frontier resilience. Continue on from the Wolf Ranch along the Petroglyph Trail to see drawings made by the Ute and the Paiute Native Americans back from hundreds of years ago. The drawings on the wall depict a rider on horseback surrounded by bighorn sheep and dog-like creatures. These drawings were made between 1650 and 1850. We know this because the Spanish introduced horses to the Native Americans back in the early 1600s. Continue on the trail to the most famous arch in the park, Delicate Arch. It's a 3-mile round trip. Delicate Arch is a freestanding 52-foot tall arch on slick rock that is one of Utah's most iconic natural landmarks and one of the most famous arches in the world. Delicate Arch is depicted on the Utah state's car license plates and on a postage stamp commemorating Utah's 100th centennial anniversary. The Olympic torch relay for the 2002 Winter Olympics passed through the arch on its way to its host city, Salt Lake City.
There's Double Arch.
Oh yeah, I see it off in the distance. What's this big one right here?
Double Arch.
Oh, that one is Double Arch.
So you have north window and south window.
See them. There's the south, and there's the north. You can see people in them. I am at the Windows Trail, and I'm gonna go to the north window and the south window here on this trail. And it's a length of 1 mile, but you can see them from here. I've already got pictures of them. I want to get up closer, and we're getting close to sunset, so I want to just take a little stroll and see if I can catch the sunset through the arch. You're probably just as curious as I was to know how do arches actually form. This informational sign describes the process. Most rock in this park consists of sedimentary particles of clay, sand, gravel, and or cobbles cemented together by minerals like calcium carbonate. Water can dissolve these cemented minerals over time. How quickly water passes through rock affects how it weathers. The rock layer on the upper part of or half of the arch is more porous than the rock layer below it. Water drains through the top layer but not the lower one, so it spreads out along the seam in between the two layers. As water dissolves minerals along the seam, it creates weaknesses in the rock, eventually forming a hole. From there, gravity and time take over to expand the hole into an arch. Located across the parking lot from the windows is Double Arch, the tallest and second largest arch in the park, standing at 112 feet tall and 144 feet wide. A gently sloping, short 0.5 of a mile trail leads to the base of the two giant arch spans that are joined at one end. The arch is unique and formed differently from most other arches in the park. It is a pothole arch formed by water erosion from above rather than typical erosion from the side. So this is the north window arch, and right over there is the tunnel arch. And the south window arch is right over there. So I'm trying to catch it right at sunset. Put the camera on so you can see. There's the sun setting. It's gonna be cool. I can't wait. On up the hill for me to this point.
Go that way.
North window arch. Standing underneath it at sunset. Cool. There's a few folks over there, but quite a few folks are here at sunset to watch this. Turret arch, the turret arch that's right beside the north and south windows. North window, south window. Tunnel window. Right there, little one. All in the same area. Great little hike. Get out and do it. A window is a specific type of arch, like the north and south windows, named for its large, open, eye-like appearance, often part of a larger formation or fin. Arches National Park is famous for its iconic landscapes used in as many as 120 Hollywood films, most notably the dramatic cliff jump finale in Thelma and Louise and the opening scene of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade filmed at Double Arch and Park Avenue, plus scenes in City Slickers 2, The Legend of Curly's Gold, and many Western films since the 1940s, like the popular old Western movies like Wagon Master and Cheyenne were filmed here. Nearby in the town of Moab, there is a Moab Museum of Film and Western Heritage. Admission is free, and it showcases the films made here in this area against the backdrop of this beautiful red sandstone landscape. Jeff and I hope you enjoyed experiencing this adventure with us here at Arches National Park in Utah. If you like this video, please click the like button below and please subscribe to our channel to get notification of our next travel adventure. Whatever you're doing today, get out to the great outdoors and do something that makes you smile. Thanks for watching. So what a fun day here at Arches National Park. And watching the sunset over north window across the horizon.